just speaking to Stephen there, I mean, have you decided in the captaincy, will he keep the armband? Or is it?
Is he in the room? No, I've not spoken to him. I haven't had a chance. There's nothing to make me think anything different. You know, I've heard a lot of good things about him, you know, in terms of his character, his personality. So I think it'll be a decision that I'll make pretty quickly. You know, I'll know straight away. But in terms of the answer to your question, you know, to be honest, I've not really thought about it.
It's too early.
Is it? You know.
But another decision you'll have to make down the line at some point is you'll be replacing the Championship's best player, who's now gone to Celtic. But when you were at Hibs, we had a really good strike rate, especially with midfielders. You signed John McGinn, Dylan McGeer, Liam Henderson, Scott Allen.
Yeah.
So is that one of the sort of priorities, just getting that position filled?
I think it's when I'm looking at the squad, I've got to admit I think there's a number of areas where I want to improve. Not to say anything about the players that are here, but I just think in terms of strength and depth, I need to raise the level. I need to raise the bar, and it's something that I'm actively doing right now. You know, I'm looking to bring in players. Some of them maybe take a little bit longer. I think because of they're going to be back later in terms of teams down south. I am going to try and explore bringing in some players potentially from Premiership under 23s, but they may take a little bit longer. The World Cup, obviously, it'll be great to watch over the next 4 weeks, but in terms of actually planning, you know, it's not great. But I may just have to be a little bit more patient in order to get a couple of targets that I've got in mind over the line.
You mean, loan deals? You'd be averse to getting a few players in?
Yeah, I think them ones will be loan deals. You know, I don't want to do too many loan deals if I can, because I want to try and build. But if it means them significantly improving the squad, then yeah, I would be prepared to do that.
If the squad going away to Spain, would that force you to try and maybe move things forward a bit quicker?
I would like to, but sometimes I want, and it's not down to what I want and what I think. It's down to, you know, the agents and trying to get them to see that St Mirren is the best place for their players. So I'm hopeful of a few players being here before we go to La Manga. Yes, I am. Am I completely confident? No. You know, so that's the predicament that we just find ourselves in.
When I spoke to Manga, you were going to go to training ground. Have you had a chance to look at the facilities there?
Yeah, I've been. I went on Monday. So
what was your thinking? Did you like what you saw?
I think there's room for improvement. I think there's definitely things, you know, that can improve. I think there's definitely things to work on. You know, in terms of the facilities, it's got what we need to do. Most important thing, the pitches are good.
Yeah.
You know, because that's where we're going to spend most of our time, you know, on the grass. So it'll be good to get a week's training in them before we go to La Manga. And you know, La Manga, obviously, you look at it and think, oh, it's great sunshine, but you know, I can assure you that it's going to be tough out there.
Have you had a chance? I mean, it is very early days. Have you had a chance to get a feel for the club? You know, what it means to the city and all that kind of stuff.
No, I've spoken to a few people about, you know, the club itself, and I think that will get bigger, you know, as the days and the weeks go by. You know, obviously, it's a a very much of a community club. You know, it's one that, you know, they're very proud of the team, and it's something that, you know, is important that I understand that. You know, I want to give them a team that they're proud of. You know, I want them to be turning up on a Saturday at 3 o'clock or whatever time it's going to be, you know, and they're really proud to come and watch the team. You know, I think you look at what I did at Hibs, I think it's the two completely different comparisons. You had a club on its knees, you know, from relegation, and this is the complete opposite, you know, with a team who's on the back of a promotion. So, you know, I want to build on that. Similar in terms of, you know, growing the team. You know, I think there's a nucleus that, you know, is going to be, you know, really good to work with. I think there's some players that, you know, need to step up to be part of what I want to do here. And I'd rather be honest from day one. You know, I'll speak to every single player. They'll have an opportunity to be part of it. But there might be some that might not be here before the season starts. You know, that's normal. It's normal.
It's an important message to get across. So this is a big step up.
Oh,
A step up as well.
It is a big step up. You know, there's no denying that. You know, and I spoke to Jack yesterday. You know, I had a good chat with him, and you know, we bounced things off each other. You know, in terms of him going to Sunderland, there's things that he can bounce off me in terms of, you know, my knowledge of you know, League One. So I'm sure it's not going to be the last time I've spoken to him. So it was a real productive chat.
Did he mention trying to get Kel McGuinness off your lines?
No, he didn't. I wasn't surprised he never mentioned it either.
You're wary of, because obviously the kid's got a lot of talent. And he's
Yeah, but you know, we're hope. Well, you know, he's contracted, you know, here. So, and you know, he's being rewarded, and it's, if he keeps playing and playing as well as what he does, I think it's great. The fact that other clubs, I'm not going to, you know, brush it away, and if he keeps improving, and you know, we're a club that want to see him flourish, you know, and if that day does come somewhere in the future where there's another club interested, then we'll come across that bridge when we get to it. But right now, you know, I think I'm confident that I can make him an even better player.
You were hugely influential in John McGinn's development, so you back yourself to do the same with Kel.
Yeah, you know, I think if you look at the number of players that I did at Hibs, I was lucky that I was able to get them in the first place. But I think if they were sitting here now answering that question, then they would say that I played a big part in them improving, not just as a player but as a person and all.
Gavin Riley was one of the players out of contract last year. I think at the time the club were keen to keep him. Have you had a chance to speak to Gavin?
I haven't had a chance to speak to him. I've spoke to his agent, and negotiations are still ongoing. You know, it's another area that I am looking to strengthen and all.
Do you hope to firm up your background before you go?
I do.
Will that kick slightly longer as well?
No, I'm probably more confident of, well, one of them will be announced today, probably in the next couple of hours, and I'm hopeful that that will be my first team coach who's announced today, and I'm hopeful that my assistant manager will be announced in the next couple of days.
Can I announce it just now if you want to save us time?
No, I'll tell you, but I won't tell them.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Thanks very much.